My child, your mother, who is now with me in heaven, has been pleading once again to deliver one final message to you. This is her last attempt, and heaven cannot hold it back any longer. I want you to stop for just a moment and listen with your heart, because what I am about to tell you is not a coincidence. I am your Creator, and I have seen the way you've been carrying yourself lately. I have seen the long hours where you feel like you're just going through the motions, and I have seen the quiet moments when the world is asleep but your mind is racing. There is someone here with me in heaven who hasn't stopped thinking about you for even a second. Your mother is standing right here by my side, and for a long time she has been asking me for this one specific chance to reach out to you. She has been watching you from this place of light, and she sees the things that no one else on earth can see. She sees the weight that has settled into your shoulders, and the way your smile doesn't always reach your eyes anymore. She knows about the nights when the silence in your room feels too loud and the memories of her feel like a physical ache in your chest. She has watched you struggle with things you don't even have words for, and she has seen you try to be strong for everyone else while you are slowly breaking apart inside. Heaven is a place of peace, but her love for you is so intense and so real that she couldn't just sit back and watch you suffer in silence. She begged me to let her speak through this message because she knows that time is moving quickly and your heart needs a reason to keep going. She wants you to know that she hasn't missed a single thing. She saw the tears you tried to hide at the kitchen table, and she saw the way you stared at her old photos when you thought you were alone. She remembers everything about you, from the way your small hands used to reach for hers when you were a child, to the way you used to look at her just to see if she was proud of you. She wants you to know that she was always proud, and she is even more proud of the person you have become today. She understands the battles you are fighting behind your silence, and she knows the effort it takes for you to just wake up and face the day sometimes. This is a divine moment, a window of time that I have opened specifically for your soul. It isn't just a random message you happen to find. It is a direct answer to the prayers you whispered when you thought no one was listening. Your mother knows that you have been feeling stuck, like you're walking through deep water and can't find the shore. She sees the doors that have been closed in your face and the people who have let you down. Because she loves you with a love that the grave could never touch, she has been interceding for you, asking me to clear your path and protect you from the things you can't see coming. If you can feel her love surrounding you right now, and you believe that heaven is watching over your every step, comment 1111 to affirm that you are ready to receive this healing and that you know you are never truly alone. She wants you to understand that her presence didn't disappear just because she left her earthly body. She is in the soft breeze that brushes your face when you're walking alone, and she is in the sudden warm memory that makes you pause in the middle of a busy day. She is in the dreams that feel so real you wake up reaching for her. She hasn't left you behind to wander through this life by yourself. She is closer to you now than she ever could have been while she was limited by time and space. From where she is, she sees the full picture of your life, and she knows that you are marked for something much greater than the pain you are feeling right now. I am breathing new strength into your spirit as you hear these words. Your mother has been pleading with me to lift the heaviness from your soul and to remind you that you are a child of the Most High. You are not a mistake, you are not a failure, and you are certainly not forgotten. She knows that life has tried to silence your inner strength and that you've been told you aren't enough. But she is here to tell you through me that you have always been more than enough. You are a treasure, a beautiful reflection of the love she poured into you, and she won't let you give up on yourself. She remembers the sound of your laughter when you were young, and it is her greatest wish to hear that sound again. She sees the way you've buried your own needs to take care of others, and she wants you to start being kind to yourself. She knows you carry guilt over things you couldn't control, and she wants you to let that go right now. There is no room for regret in the light of heaven, and she doesn't want there to be any room for it in your heart either. She forgives everything, and she wants you to find the strength to forgive yourself. This message is your turning point. It is the beginning of a shift that will change the way you wake up tomorrow morning. The darkness that has been following you is starting to break because a mother's prayer is one of the most powerful forces in all of creation. I have heard her cries for your protection, and I am acting on them. I am opening doors that no man can shut, and I am shielding you from the betrayals and the exhaust that have been trying to wear you down. You are under a divine covering tonight, and nothing can harm the plan I have for your future. She wants you to stand tall and remember whose you are. You are a part of a heavenly legacy, and her love is the bridge that connects you to the blessings I am about to pour out. Don't let the weight of the past hold you back any longer. This is the final message she needed you to hear, to ensure that you don't lose your way. She is smiling down on you right now, crying tears of joy, because you finally opened your heart to listen. You are loved beyond words. You are held by the hands of the Creator, and your mother's spirit is wrapped around you like a warm blanket, keeping you safe until we all meet again. My child, I want you to take a deep breath and feel the weight starting to lift from your chest right now. For so long you have carried the pain of her absence like a heavy stone on your back, walking through your days with a quiet heaviness that no one else truly understands. I have seen you pretending to be strong, putting on a brave face for the world while you were slowly breaking apart on the inside. There have been moments when your heart felt so heavy for no apparent reason, and times when her name would cross your mind like a soft whisper, bringing tears to your eyes that you tried so hard to hold back. Your mother saw all of it, and she has been asking me if there was any possible way I could reach down and comfort you to let you know that she never truly left your side. I listened to her heart, and I said yes, because I knew you needed to hear this truth now more than ever before. She wants you to know that she sees the things you think are hidden. She sees the reasons why you sometimes shut down and pull away from the people who love you. She doesn't look at you through the lens of pain or confusion anymore. She sees you through my perfect light, and it only fills her with more love for you than she ever had on earth. She knows there were moments in her own life when she didn't know how to say what she felt, times when her own wounds and her own pain got in the way. But now that she is here with me, she wants to speak the words she could never find the strength to say with earthly lips. She wants you to know that there was never a single second when she didn't carry you in the very center of her heart. Even in her final moments, she was holding you in her spirit, and she hasn't stopped watching over you or fighting for your peace for even one moment. There is something very specific she asked me to tell you, something your soul has been starving to hear. You are not a disappointment. You are not behind in life. You are not forgotten, and you certainly haven't failed. The enemy of your soul has tried to convince you that you've missed your window and that your best days are in the past. But I am your heavenly Father, and I am telling you that the plan I wrote for your life is still very much alive. Your mother wanted this to be crystal clear to you today. She saw how hard you tried, even when the world wasn't looking, and she is so incredibly proud of the strength you've shown. You held on when it would have been so much easier to just give up, and you kept moving forward when everything in your life was telling you to stop. If you can feel the presence of her love and my peace reaching into the broken places of your heart right now, comment 999 to declare that you are ready to let the healing begin. She has seen the way your eyes have grown dull with exhaustion lately, and she has begged me to restore that light inside of you. This message isn't just about giving you a moment of comfort, it's about your future and the destiny I have prepared for you. You weren't created just to survive or to exist in a state of constant grief. You were born with something rare and special inside of you, something she saw even when no one else noticed. I am confirming that right now. You were chosen by her, but you were also chosen by me. There are blessings I am unlocking at this very moment in response to the prayers she prayed while she was with you, and the prayers she continues to offer here in my presence. You have been protected in ways you don't even realize. There were storms headed for your life that I calmed before they ever reached your door, all because of her cries for your safety. There were accidents that didn't happen, and dangers that passed you by because her love built a shield around you that darkness cannot break through. You might feel like you're not ready for what's next, or like you're not worthy of these blessings, but I am saying that you are. Your mother is at peace because she knows my hands are firmly on your life. You are not stuck, and you are not abandoned. You are stepping into a moment of breakthrough that she fought to give you, a healing she dreamed of, and a protection she asked me to wrap around you like a shield. I want you to know that I was there in every one of those hardest moments. I was in the room during those final hours, and I was the first one to hold her when her spirit left her body. I saw the way you held her hand, and I saw the way your own hand shook with anxiety afterward. You were never alone, and she wants you to stop punishing yourself for the things you had no control over. She sees the effort behind your tired smile and the prayers you whisper when you think you're all by yourself. She wants you to forgive yourself for the what-ifs and the things you wish you had done differently. In heaven, there is no regret, only pure, unshakable love for you. As you move into this new chapter, remember that your life is a heavenly legacy. You are the answer to a mother's final request, and I am the God who carries every one of her words and places them directly into your spirit at the exact time you're ready to hear them. The emptiness that has been following you like a shadow is beginning to bray. Ack. You are going to start noticing the small moments again. You are going to find yourself smiling, not a fake smile to please others, but a real one that comes from a soul that is finally at rest. Everything your mother wanted to see unfold in your life, I am still making happen. It might look different than you imagined, but the destination is still the same: wholeness, light, and a joy that no one can take away from you. You are stepping into a space where her love, your brokenness, and my power are meeting in one sacred place. This is where the guilt melts away and where grace starts to flow like a river through the dry places of your soul. You've been holding on so tight for so long, trying to keep everything together, but you don't have to carry it anymore. Her spirit is at peace because she knows I've got you. She's asking me to give you strength, and I am answering with power. She's asking me to restore your hope, and I am flooding your spirit with comfort right now. You are loved, you are forgiven, and you are held. My child, I want you to look deep into your heart and realize that there is a special kind of freedom waiting for you today, a freedom that you have been denying yourself for far too long. Your mother sees the way you've been punishing yourself, holding on to mistakes and old regrets as if they define who you are, but I am here to tell you that they do not. In my eyes, and in her eyes, you are not the sum of your past errors. You are a child of grace, loved and held by a power that never lets go. She has been standing in the presence of my light, watching you carry the weight of things you couldn't fix, and the responsibility of keeping everyone else together while your own spirit was gasping for air. She knows you've been too hard on yourself, silently asking if you're doing enough or if you've somehow failed her legacy. She wants you to hear this clearly. She is not just resting, she is actively interceding for you, and her voice echoes through the halls of heaven, asking me to give you a strength that this world cannot provide. She has seen the way you've walked through fire and held things together when no one was watching, and she has pleaded with me to let you feel how deeply you are loved. Her love has become a form of worship here, and I have honored her requests by surrounding you with a protection that you didn't even know was there. There were accidents that didn't happen and dangers that passed you by because I was honoring the prayers she whispered for you. You have been spared from storms you didn't even see coming, all because her spirit remains tied to yours in a bond that even the grave could not weaken. There were things she never got the chance to say while she was on earth, things that once trembled in her chest but remained unspoken because of her own wounds or the limitations of life. But now, with a clarity that only heaven can provide, she sees your heart perfectly. She sees the beauty in your saint, Ruggel, and the honesty in your efforts, and she wants you to stop surviving and start becoming the person you were always meant to be. She sees the sacrifices you make quietly for others, and she is asking you to pour some of that same kindness and compassion back into your own soul. You have been a source of pride for her, even in the moments when you felt like you were at your lowest. If you are ready to let go of the hidden heaviness you've been carrying and step into a new chapter filled with the peace your mother always wanted for you, comment 1515 to show that you recognize this divine moment is just for you. She wants you to know that it is okay to be happy again, to laugh without feeling like you are betraying her memory, and to dream about a future that isn't shadowed by grief. You are not leaving her behind by moving forward. You are carrying her legacy with you in every brave step you take. She sees the way you've lived in a state of survival, just trying to make it through each day, and she is asking me to open the doors to a life of abundance and purpose instead. There is a shift happening in the unseen parts of your life right now, a divine alignment that is moving the obstacles out of your way. You are going to start feeling lighter, noticing the small joys you once overlooked, because the emptiness that followed you is finally beginning to break. I am redeeming the years that you felt were lost to sorrow and confusion. Everything your mother hoped for you is still on the table, and I am making it happen in ways you haven't even imagined yet. She is watching with joy as the seeds of love she planted in you finally begin to bloom into something beautiful. You were born with a rare strength, and she saw it even when the world tried to overlook you. Now, I am confirming that strength and reminding you that you are a part of a heavenly legacy that cannot be shaken. You are not alone in your battles, and you are not forgotten in your pain. You are the answer to a mother's final prayer, held by my hand and covered by her love. She knows about the nights you spent staring at the ceiling, wondering if she could still see you or if your prayers were just disappearing into the dark. She was there, and I was there, listening to the words you couldn't even bring yourself to say out loud. She has watched you carry grief like it was your job to be okay, and she wants to lift that burden off your shoulders forever. She forgives the misunderstandings, the words left unsaid, and the moments you wish you could do over. All she carries for you now is a pure, unshakable love that transcends time and distance. She understands why you shut down and why you pulled away, and she wants you to know that none of it was your fault. You are stepping into a space where my power and her love are working together to restore what life tried to take from you. I am healing the things in your mind and your relationships that have been broken for years. I am lining your path with favor that you didn't even ask for, all because she has favor with me and her heart is still tied to yours. You are walking on a bridge built by her prayers, and the destination is peace, wholeness, and a light that will never fade. Don't be afraid of the future, because she is watching you with tears of joy, knowing that the best part of your story is just beginning to unfold. Let yourself breathe again, truly and deeply, knowing that the shield of her love and my spirit is wrapped around you. You are not meant to carry the weight of the world on your back, and you are not meant to live in fear of what is coming next. You are favored, you are chosen, and you are the one her spirit watches over with infinite hope. Every time you choose to live, to hope, or to love again, you are honoring her in the most profound way possible. The chains of the past are falling away, and a new chapter of divine favor is being written for you right now, in this very moment. My child, I know you miss her more than any words can ever express. I know there are moments when you would give anything just to hear her voice one more time, to feel the warmth of her touch, or to see her face light up when you walk into the room. While I cannot return her to your side on this earth, I have opened a door for her spirit to reach you through my own voice today. Her very last request was not for herself or her own comfort in heaven. It was entirely for you. She wanted me to make sure, with absolute certainty, that you knew her love for you never stopped for even a single second. She wants you to live your life in complete freedom, breaking every chain of fear, shame, or regret that has tried to hold you back since she moved on. Her voice has now joined the eternal song of heaven, and she wants you to understand that every time you choose to truly live, laugh, and embrace joy, you are honoring her far more than any flowers or candles ever could. So, I am telling you to live fully, to rest your weary mind, and to never doubt for a moment that you are loved beyond the reach of human words. There is so much more I want to release into your life, and her heart still has so much to say through my spirit. She sees the way you carry yourself now, standing strong and silent while you hold everything together for everyone else in your life. She remembers the child you were, the one who looked to her for every answer and for a sense of safety and reassurance. Now, she looks at you with tears of pride because of the person you have become. Despite the storms you've faced and the fires you've walked through, you kept going, holding on to a flicker of hope even when it felt like the world was going dark. You carried her love with you even when it felt like a distant memory. And because you have endured so much, I have allowed this moment to come alive to restore your soul. There were things she wanted to say on earth, but never had the physical strength to voice. No. Free from all fear, pain, and human limitation, her heart is finally able to speak through the stillness of my spirit. She wants you to stop being so incredibly hard on yourself. She sees the way you doubt your own worth and the heavy way you speak to yourself in the quiet. She hears you asking if you're doing enough or if you're living right, and she is crying out from eternity to tell you that you are more than enough. She sees your effort, your honesty, and the deep beauty of your goodness, and I am telling you this now because you need to hear it from both of us. You are my creation, fearfully and wonderfully made, and you were never meant to carry the weight of shame or silent guilt. You were designed to walk in the truth, covered by a grace that never runs out. Your mother sees the way you love others and the quiet sacrifices you make every day. She sees how you put everyone else first and how you manage to smile even when your heart is exhausted. She wants you to take some of that same kindness and pour it back into your own life. She wants you to feel worthy again, not because of what you do for people, but simply because of who you are. If your heart is starting to open to this grace and this overwhelming love from heaven, comment Amen to receive this restoration and carry her memory with peace instead of pain. She also wants you to know that she has been your guardian, protecting you in ways you never even saw. There were accidents that didn't happen and angers that passed you by because her spirit was at work through me, surrounding you with divine safety. You didn't realize how many times you were spared because someone in heaven was still watching over you and interceding on your behalf. Her love has built a shield around your life that the darkness cannot break through. Even in the moments when you felt furthest from me, or when you gave up on prayer because the pain was too much, she never gave up on you. Because of her constant calls to my throne, I never let go of you. I was preserving your purpose even when you couldn't feel it. Her love has touched every corner of your life, and now that love is going to move even deeper. She is asking me for something more than just comfort. She is asking me to bless you, to prosper you, and to give you beauty for the ashes of your past. She wants your future to be bright and to see the light return to your eyes. She also asked me to tell you that she forgives you, and she hopes that you can find it in your heart to forgive her too. She knows there were moments of distance or pain that were never talked about, and she wants nothing left unresolved between your souls. She is free now, and she wants you to be just as free. Let the regret be washed away today. You cannot rewrite what happened in the past, but I can redeem every bit of it. I can take your pain and turn it into something sacred, proving that nothing is ever wasted in my hands. Love never dies, and the bond between Y-O has never lost its strength. It is returning to you now through every word I speak and every breath you take. Your mother has stood in the courts of heaven day after day, asking me to make sure this moment would happen for you. She didn't ask for any rewards for herself, she only asked for you. She asked that I would hold your soul when you were weary and bring you this message before the heaviness became too much to bear. You didn't need another reminder of what you lost. You needed a reminder that she is still present. Every breath you've taken since she passed has been guarded by my hand and blessed by her prayers. There is a weight lifting off you right now. Pieces of guilt, regret, and confusion are being stripped away. Her greatest desire is for you to carry her memory in peace, not in pain. She wants you to live for the life she always hoped you would embrace. She sees now what she couldn't always see on earth. How deeply you loved her, and how much your heart stayed loyal even when you were quiet. She is so proud of the battles you've survived. She knows how much strength it took to keep waking up and moving forward when it felt like your world had fallen apart. She knows there were days when the ache of her absence was too much to even speak out loud, and yet you still rose. She wants you to forgive yourself for what you didn't know back then and to stop carrying things that were never yours to hold. I am taking those burdens now and planting joy where sorrow once grew. She told me to tell you that it's okay to be happy again and to feel joy without any guilt. You aren't leaving her behind, you are carrying her with you as a legacy of strength. Her prayers built the bridge you are walking on right now, and the blessings I am releasing are rooted in the seeds of love she sowed. She is closer to you now through me than she ever was before. You are chosen, you are held, and you are favored. She hopes you will rise even higher than she ever dreamed and break the chains that she couldn't. I am healing what was broken in secret and lifting your head to tell you that you are not forsaken. You were never truly alone, even on your loneliest nights. Her heart has remained tied to yours through every storm and every valley. She knows about the hidden grief that made celebrations feel quieter and certain days on the calendar feel like battle. Yes, I am sending a soul-deep restoration into those places right now. You are not weak for missing her. You are human and you are loved. She wants you to rest, to laugh again, and to rise when you are ready. She told me to tell you, I never stopped loving you, not once. She sees what I am preparing for your future, and it fills her with such joy that she dances in my presence. Her final message was never a goodbye. It was a promise that your life still matters, and your steps are still ordered by me. There will be signs, a familiar smell, a phrase that echoes her voice, or a sudden peace that settles over you. When those moments come, receive them as proof that she is glorified and waiting to see you again, whole and free. The greatest honor you can give her is to live with purpose and to rise in my strength. Let her words become part of your steps as you enter this new chapter where peace stays and grief makes room for joy. She is watching you with joy because she knows the healing and favor that are about to flow into every space that once held sorrow. She sees you stepping into the light, slowly and bravely. I have protected your mind and shielded your heart since the day she left. You are doing better than you think, and you have endured more than most would understand. I was with you in the hospital room, at the funeral, and during those sleepless nights. I was the first to hold her when she left her body, and I am holding you now. She is part of your faith and your strength. I am replacing your mourning with meaning and your pain with purpose. Doors are unlocking because her voice still echoes in my presence, and blessings are coming that you won't even be able to explain. You have honored her by staying faithful through the loss, and now I am honoring you. You are not carrying life alone anymore. Rest in this peace, for it is her love and my spirit covering you forever. My beloved child, welcome to this beautiful Saturday, January 10th. I am so glad you have joined me today because something absolutely life-changing is happening in the spiritual realm right now. As you go about your morning, I want you to stop and listen very carefully to what I'm about to tell you. This is not a coincidence, and it is certainly not a mistake. There is a message coming through for you that is so powerful it will shake your soul to its very core. Please, do not skip a single second of this, and do not look away, because every moment right now is precious. Right now, in a physical bank office, a high-level executive is staring at a computer screen in total, frozen disbelief. He is looking at your name and your account, and he cannot understand what he is seeing. His hands are likely trembling because a miracle deposit has just been placed in your name. This isn't a small gift or a routine transaction. We are talking about a secret miracle check worth trillions. This bank official has never seen anything like this in his entire career, and he doesn't know that his shock is actually a divine signal from heaven to let you know that your time has finally come. You only have about 2 minutes to really grasp who sent this and why it is happening before this divine transaction seals itself in the realm of the unseen. This is a very narrow window of time, so I need your full focus. While you have been living your life, perhaps feeling like nothing was changing, unseen forces have been working overtime in your favor. Angels have been moving papers, opening heavy vaults, and clearing paths for you that you didn't even know existed. They have been whispering into the ears of powerful people on earth to make sure this moment happened exactly on this day, January 10th. It is important for you to understand that this isn't just about the money. This is about a divine exchange and a spiritual inheritance that is finally reaching its rightful owner, which is you. For a long time you might have felt like you were overlooked or that your prayers were hitting a ceiling, but Archangel Michael himself has been standing at the gates of providence for you. He spoke your name out loud in the courts of heaven and gave the command to release their blessing. That command has now gone into effect, and nothing can stop it. Heaven's ink has officially touched your fate, and the amount written on this miracle check is so large that it cannot even be measured by human numbers or logic. While the world sees currency, heaven sees favor, elevation, and a divine payment for every single tear you have ever cried in the dark when no one was watching. If you have felt the sting of delays, the pain of being denied, or the weight of constant rejection, I want you to know today that those were not punishments. They were divine holding periods. God was preparing you for something so big that it wouldn't have fit in your life before now. While you were waiting and wondering if God had forgotten you, Archangel Michael was actually preparing a vault specifically for you. He has been guarding your file in the spiritual realm, stamping it with divine clearance and marking it with a secret code that only heaven has the authority to use. That code has just gone active. If the air feels a little bit different around you right now, or if you feel a strange sense of peace, it's because the spiritual frequency of abundance has started to vibrate in your room. This is your moment to stay focused and not let any distractions pull you away. If you can feel this shift happening in your life today, I want you to take a moment to look at your life and realize that God is truly your provider. If you are ready to receive this overflow, please go to the comments right now and type, "I claim my trillion-dollar miracle," as a way to seal this truth in your spirit. This banker who saw your name isn't just an employee, he has become a messenger from heaven without even knowing it. His shock is proof that what is coming your way is beyond human logic. It required an earthly witness to confirm that the supernatural is merging with your physical reality. Archangel Michael is instructing you to stay very calm right now. This is a divine transfer that carries restoration for everything you thought you had lost. This check is a symbol that the universe is paying you back for every bit of love that was lost, every opportunity that was stolen, and every piece of your peace that was shattered. Everything is being credited back to your name at this very second. The spiritual system of heaven is updating your name in the book of divine fortune. As we speak, the very energy of not enough and the feeling of lack are being erased from your timeline forever. The angels are starting new chapters in your life story, chapters that are filled with breakthroughs, high elevation, and miracles that happen suddenly and without warning. You were never ever forgotten by your Creator. This check didn't just show up today by accident. It was actually written in the higher realms long before you experienced your first heartbreak or your first major loss. Every night you couldn't sleep, every silent prayer you whispered, and every time you kept your faith when things were hard, all of those moments added another zero to this divine deposit. Archangel Michael is whispering to you right now, telling you not to be afraid of how big this blessing is. It might look too big for a human to hold, but heaven has already built you and stretched your capacity so that you are ready to receive it. Do not blink and do not look away, because the sender of this check is about to reveal their identity in a way that will leave you trembling with joy. When you finally see the signature, you will understand exactly why everything in your life had to happen the way it did. Every struggle was a setup for this moment. The secret sender is watching you with so much love right now. You are standing at the edge of the most extraordinary experience of your life, where the vaults of heaven are wide open, and your name is echoing through the halls of divine abundance. Stay with me as we continue, because the energy of this miracle is only getting stronger as the minutes pass. Archangel Michael is standing by a table of light right now, holding a golden scroll with your name on it. Your name is shining brighter than any other, proving that this day, January 10th, was written for you before you were even born. This is your time, your season, and your breakthrough. My child, the atmosphere around you is continuing to shift as we speak on this Saturday, January 10th. That bank executive who first saw your account is not just stunned by the numbers, he is experiencing a spiritual activation. His disbelief was actually the final trigger needed to release the last phase of your miracle. What he saw on that screen was not just a collection of digits, but the very vibration of divine wealth being released specifically for you. This miracle check represents things that no human currency could ever buy. It brings you deep peace, high favor, and a total divine reversal of every bad situation you've faced. You might have felt like you lost too much in the past, but heaven has just multiplied it all back to you. Every time you were rejected, it was actually becoming interest on your future destiny. Every door that was slammed in your face was not a dead end, but an investment in the massive comeback you are about to experience. This check comes directly from the celestial treasury and is signed with a name that glows like living fire, the great I Am. If you are feeling this powerful shift and want to stay connected to this flow of grace, please take a moment to subscribe to this channel so we can continue to walk in this favor together every day. There were forces that tried to stop this. Archangel Michael reveals that spirits of envy and confusion tried to freeze your account and block your blessings. They saw your breakthrough rising like the morning sun and tried to stand in the way, but divine justice has overridden every earthly and spiritual system. Right now, angels are hard at work clearing away every invisible barrier that once made your progress feel impossible. You might be feeling a strange sense of warmth or even chills running down your spine. That is your spirit physically syncing with this divine transaction. Archangel Michael is leaning forward right now, declaring that your life has reached a state of divine overflow. Your name has been officially stamped with heavenly clearance, and your time of why. Ting hasn't just started, it has arrived. Because of this, you are going to see strange coincidences popping up everywhere today. Expect unexpected emails, sudden phone calls, or messages that bring opportunities you didn't even apply for. These are the ripples of your name being spoken in the highest courts of light. If you are ready for these signs to appear, I want you to go to the comments and type, "I am ready for the ripple effect of my blessing," to show you are watching for God's hand today. The moment this check was released, a massive ripple went through the entire realm of existence. The sound of your name echoed like thunder through the highest heavens. This is because a sacred seal is breaking in your life right now. That check is not just a piece of paper, it is a divine document coded with your specific spiritual destiny. When that banker stared at your account, he could feel the supernatural merging with the physical world, which is why his hands began to shake. Archangel Michael was standing right beside him, unseen, watching the exact moment the signature on your file began to glow. The handwriting on your blessing isn't human. It shimmers with a golden fire. Right next to that signature, written in the ink of heaven, are the words, "Transfer approved by the Kingdom of Light." You were chosen for this because you endured the fire. The reason you faced so many delays, betrayals, and closed doors is that heaven was preparing you to handle something far too massive for your old life. You had to be rebuilt from the inside out. Your waiting season was never a punishment, it was your essential preparation. Now, that time of training has ended, and you have officially entered your season of receipt. This divine check is giving you access to doors that no one else can open, and access to favor that defies all human explanation. You are about to walk into rooms you've never entered, and your name will be spoken by people you've never even met. Archangel Michael is whispering that the moment people see who the sender is, their entire perspective of you will change. That sender is closer to you than you think. The energy you've been feeling lately, that sudden calm in the middle of chaos and the random signs appearing in your path, those are the fingerprints of the one who sent the check. In this very moment, your life is being balanced like a perfect equation. Every single loss you took is being countered with restoration, and every delay is being reimbursed with supernatural acceleration. This check is a spiritual receipt of divine justice. It proves that your struggles were never ignored and your pain was never unnoticed. Heaven was simply waiting to gather the full amount owed to you so that when it was released, it would come with interest from eternity itself. The banker was just a witness, but you are the chosen recipient. Something huge is waiting for you as the veil between what is hidden and what is yours continues to thin. The light on the original check in the celestial realm never fades. Your spiritual funds are clearing as we speak, and the identity of the one who signed it is being revealed to your spirit. It wasn't a stranger, it wasn't a mortal, and it wasn't even an angel who authorized this. The name written across your destiny is the one who chose you before time began, your Creator himself. This was never about luck, it was a divine strategy. While you were crying, heaven was calculating exactly what you would need. While you were doubting, heaven was already making the deposit. Every closed door and every betrayal was used as currency to multiply what is being handed to you today. Archangel Michael is declaring that your season of suffering has officially expired. You might feel a stirring in your spirit, a pulse, or a warmth in your heart right now. That is the physical confirmation of the divine signature. The energy of this miracle is merging with your timeline and rewriting your entire story. Your new balance isn't measured in dollars, it is measured in a destiny that is finally being fulfilled. Heaven has authorized divine transaction mode for your life, and everything owed to you, peace, relationships, and elevation, is being processed right now. On this Saturday, January 10th, there is a secret behind your miracle check that runs much deeper than you might realize. I want you to stay with me because what I am about to share will uncover exactly what heaven has been fighting. To protect on your behalf. As we speak, Archangel Michael is lifting his sword of light, and a powerful silence has fallen over the entire realm of light. This silence is a sign of the authority being moved for you. You need to know that before this divine deposit could reach your name, there was a great deal of resistance in the spiritual world. Forces of envy, confusion, and delay tried to step in and intercept what belongs to you. They saw your breakthrough rising like the dawn, and they desperately attempted to block the transaction while it was still moving toward you. But Michael did not let them succeed. He descended with the full authority of divine law and struck down every shadow that tried to hold your inheritance hostage. This means the check you are receiving today was actually bought through a type of spiritual warfare you never even knew was happening. Think back to those nights when you couldn't sleep, or when you felt a sudden heavy weight on your spirit. Those weren't moments of weakness. They were actually the echoes of Michael's battle cry shaking the unseen world as he fought for your destiny. You may have felt moments of sudden exhaustion, deep confusion, or emotional heaviness lately. None of that was a coincidence. It was the physical weight of the battle for your future. Heaven had to delay the visible sign of your blessing until every single dark signature and every ounce of interference was removed from your file. But the good news on this January 10th is that your file is now completely cleared. Archangel Michael is speaking a decree over you right now, saying that the enemy's claim on your life has been officially revoked. Your name is now stamped with divine ownership and nothing else. No counterfeit force and no spirit of lack can touch what heaven has sealed for you. As you hear these words, the atmosphere around you is shifting. You are being transferred right now from a season of scarcity into a season of overflow. You are moving from a long time of waiting into a beautiful time of receiving. The stunned face of that bank executive was a prophetic sign for you. He represents the systems of this world, the people and structures that could never understand how someone like you could suddenly hold something so far beyond imagination. Heaven actually delights in shocking these systems. This miracle wasn't designed to be logical or to make sense to human minds. It was designed to be undeniable. Even the numbers written on this miracle check carry a hidden meaning for your life. Each digit corresponds to a season you have successfully completed. Every loss you suffered simply added another zero to the total. Every pain you endured added more weight to your true worth. When your total reached the point of divine perfection, heaven gave the command to release it all now. Archangel Michael is whispering that this transaction is now irreversible. No human being can block it, and no further delay can erase it. It is sealed in divine time forever. This leads us to something even more incredible. The Vault of Miracles is real, and your name is currently glowing on its golden gate. I want you to see this in your mind, a massive vault of light that is opening just for you. If you believe the doors to your abundance are opening today, please go to the comments and type, "My vault is open," to activate this blessing in your life. When Archangel Michael unlocked that vault for you, a roar of divine energy filled the heavens. The light pouring out of it is not ordinary light. It carries your memories, your prayers, and even your old pain, all transformed into beautiful blessings. Inside that vault lies everything that was ever delayed, denied, or stolen from you by the world. It is all being returned to you today, but it is being returned in a multiplied form. Michael says that the vault recognizes only one voice, the voice of the chosen. That voice belongs to you. The moment you were called today, the gate of the vault responded to your spirit. The codes that keep ordinary people out have recognized your unique spiritual signature, and you are now fully authorized to receive everything inside. As these gates swing open, imagine streams of golden energy flowing directly toward you. This energy is bringing opportunities, restoration, love, and abundance that move faster than your thoughts. You might feel a physical warmth around you right now, a sudden calm, or even a soft pressure on your chest. That isn't your imagination. It is the atmosphere of your vault opening in real time. The awe felt by the banker was just a reflection of what many people in your life will soon feel when they see your transformation. Those who doubted you or thought you would never make it will stand in silent disbelief. Archangel Michael wants you to know that this vault contains more than just wealth. It contains remembrance. Every unseen act of kindness you ever did and every moment you stayed faithful when life was being unfair was recorded. Now all of it is being rewarded. The final step of this massive transaction is beginning right now. The transfer from the spiritual vault to your physical reality has started. The energy has been verified, the signature has been approved, and the gates are wide open. Your miracle is already on its way to you, and though it may be invisible to the eye for a moment longer, it is completely unstoppable. What is coming will arrive so suddenly that it will feel as if time itself folded just to favor you. People who used to ignore you will suddenly seek your presence, and those who wronged you will wonder how you rose so high so quickly. Stay alert on this Saturday, because nothing will ever be the same again. The countdown to the visible sign has begun. You are closer to the manifestation of this blessing than your next heartbeat. What was hidden in divine processing is finally surfacing into your physical world. The vault has finished its transfer, say, quence, and the first ripple has left the heavenly realm to carry your blessing directly into your timeline. Archangel Michael is standing before you now, fierce and calm, pointing his sword of truth toward your destiny. Everything you have waited for is arriving. The countdown for your breakthrough has officially started in the heavens this Saturday, January 10th. I want you to stay with me until the very end of this message, because the moment of your visible manifestation is now closer than your next heartbeat. What has been hidden for so long in the background of divine processing is finally surfacing into the physical world you can see and touch. The vault of miracles has finished its transfer sequence, sending the first ripple of your blessing directly into your current timeline. Archangel Michael is standing right before you at this very moment, shining with a calm but fierce radiance. His sword of truth is pointed directly toward your destiny. He wants you to know that the moment of release might look like something ordinary to the world, but it carries extraordinary weight for your future. It might arrive as a simple message, an unexpected meeting, or a door that suddenly reopens when you thought it was closed forever. Your spirit will recognize it instantly when it happens. You will feel that quiet shock inside, a deep and unmistakable recognition that this is it. Heaven has been working in total silence until this miracle was ready to be seen. If it felt like nothing was moving in your life, it is because your destiny was being timed with absolute perfection. The miracle check wasn't written for an earlier season because your capacity had to be stretched first. You had to grow into the blessing so that you could hold it properly. Today, you might feel an unexplained stillness, as if time itself is pausing just to watch you. That is your sign. The divine transaction has officially reached the frequency of Earth. The bank executive who was stunned by your account won't be the last person to be shocked. The whole world is about to witness a sudden shift in your life. Your story is moving from a long period of struggle into a powerful public testimony. Those who once spoke about you with doubt will now use your name as proof that the supernatural is real. Michael is whispering for you to remain ready, because when that first sign appears, you must act without any hesitation. The window of opportunity will be brief but incredibly powerful. The air around you is shifting because we are in the final stage of divine activation. The signal of your manifested blessing is finally appearing. Archangel Michael is holding the record of your name before a radiant sphere of light, declaring that the transaction has reached completion. This realm must now receive what heaven has already confirmed. The signal won't come in noise, it will come in the stillness. It might look like an invitation or a coincidence that feels way too aligned to be random. Once it shows up, everything in your life will accelerate. If you can feel this divine acceleration starting in your spirit today, please subscribe to this channel right now so we can continue to anchor your faith together every morning. It is so important to stay in this spiritual frequency as your miracle arrives. As we move into this higher level of faith, I also want you to participate by going to the comments and typing, "My check is now my key," to show that you are ready to unlock every door God has for you. Your miracle check has now turned into a spiritual key. This key is unlocking every single door that refused to open for you in the past. It is opening doors to recognition, deep abundance, love, and lasting peace. The very spaces and people that once rejected you will now be the ones calling your name. This is the reversal of divine justice, where the realms are shifting in your favor. The forces that once tried to resist this transfer are collapsing. You may feel waves of peace mixed with sudden emotion as your spirit adjusts to this overflow. The old version of you is being dissolved, and a new version, the one who carries divine wealth, is taking full form. This wealth is not just material, it is spiritual and emotional. The world will see your transformation and wonder how it happened so fast, but you will know the truth. It wasn't fast, it was finally. Archangel Michael says the first evidence will appear in threes, 3 signs, 3 alignments, and 3 confirmations. When they come, do not doubt them. The signature on your check has become a living decree. You are no longer waiting for fulfillment, you are walking in it. Something huge is waiting for you as this miracle shifts your entire path. We are moving into a season called the Era of Overflow. This is not just a miracle for your comfort, it is a divine elevation of your purpose. The check was the start, but your legacy is the true treasure. The $1 trillion deposit was released so you could be equipped for your calling. Every resource, opportunity, and connection that begins to appear from now on has a divine assignment attached to it. You aren't just blessed, you are being entrusted with heaven's assets. Heaven waited until now because this level of favor requires a strong heart. Your struggles were actually your training ground. Every delay built your endurance, and every heartbreak sharpened your discernment. You stand as proof today that the storm didn't break you, it built you. Michael is warning you to guard your light, because as you rise, attention will follow. Stay anchored in divine truth as you reach this new altitude. You will soon see signs of sudden recognition. Opportunities will chase you, and doors will open faster than you can step through them. Don't be startled. This is the divine check manifesting its interest in real time. Let gratitude be your protection. Pause and honor the source before you celebrate the success. Others will react just like that bank executive, speechless and unable to comprehend how one shift could elevate you this high and this fast. You were chosen to receive this over millions of others for a reason that is about to become very clear. Your name now glows in divine gold. Archangel Michael is standing in the chamber of purpose, touching your story scroll. He says your blessing was not random, it was a divine assignment disguised as a miracle. You were selected to be a vessel of circulation. This abundance was never meant to stop with you. It was designed to flow through you to the world. Heaven chose you for this overflow because you proved you could be faithful even when you had nothing. You didn't quit when the world gave you every reason to. You kept your heart open even when your hands were empty. Because you didn't waste the silence, heaven knows you won't waste the wealth. Your sacred stewardship begins right now. Michael whispers that the flow of this check depends on your intention. What you give will multiply what you have. The more you release, the more the vault reopens. You are a conduit, not a container. Every act of love and every moment of generosity keeps the vault active. Do not listen to the enemy's lies that you don't deserve this. The same divine intelligence that wrote your name on that $1 trillion check already measured your readiness. You are not a mistake, you are a prophecy fulfilled. My child, the heavens have gone silent now on this Saturday, January 10th, but this is not an empty silence. This quietness means total completion. Archangel Michael stands before you, radiant and at peace, because the sword that fought so hard for your future is now resting by his side. He is telling you softly that it is finished and the blessing has found its home. The miracle check that was once a glowing document in the unseen world has now dissolved into your very essence. It is no longer just a separate thing you are waiting for. It has become the energy that lives within you. You have become the vessel of divine wealth itself. From this moment on, your life will no longer be defined by a hard struggle, but by a beautiful sense of flow. You will start to see things align in your life with an almost eerie precision. The right people will appear exactly when you need them, and opportunities will unfold for you effortlessly. Paths that used to be blocked or resistant to you will now welcome you with open arms. This is the natural rhythm of your divine inheritance. You are stepping into what heaven calls the season of effortless manifestation. If you are ready to walk in this new authority and leave the struggle behind forever, please take a moment to subscribe to this channel. We are here to help you navigate this new season of abundance and keep your spirit high every single day. I also encourage you to go to the comments right now and type, "I walk as a living blessing." To ground this truth in your reality. Your words have great power, and declaring your new identity helps seal this miracle in your physical world. In this new place, you no longer have to chase what you want, you simply attract it to yourself. You no longer have to plead for help, because the authority that was once on that check is now embedded in your own voice. Every word you speak in faith acts as a decree that is written across dimensions. Michael is whispering that your light has been upgraded. You don't just walk under blessings anymore, you walk as a blessing to everyone you meet. Your future will no longer rise from human effort, but from divine alignment. The same energy that delivered that trillion-dollar check is now anchored in your soul. It will guide you to perfect timing, the right connections, and endless miracles. You won't have to search for what is meant for you, it will find you magnetically. When doors seem to pause before opening, remember it's not a delay, it is divine coordination positioning you for your next elevation. People are going to notice a major change in you. Some will be drawn to the light you carry, while others might feel unsettled because your spiritual frequency has completely shifted. You are no longer someone seeking a miracle, you are now a carrier of them. Where you walk, divine favor will follow you like a shadow made of light. Your journey no longer starts with waiting. It starts with you commanding the light to move on your behalf. As this Saturday, January 10th, continues, remember that you were the miracle all along. The check was just a reminder, and the vault was just your unveiling. The student has now become the sign. From this day on, heaven will echo when you speak with faith. Time will bend to align with your purpose. You are a CEO, author of your destiny, shaping creation with every breath you take. Go forward now, for the world is waiting for the light that only you can release.